15-year-old Sanjana sitting in Delhi in school, if you told her that you're going to learn how to ride an Enfield, go and ride it on the highest motorable road in the world while shooting a film, मुझे बहुत ये मिलता था that बहुत लड़ाकी है. Because since I'm a little girl, I have this tendency to speak my heart out. Imtiaz Ali took your audition, you have been selected as Mandy and you are feeling scared and asking me if you can go. Of course go. And if bhai is like that, national team, tennis team mein selection ho gaya, can I go? Of course go. So it's that literal equality on the dining table where gender was not defining my brother or me. Female friendships don't have an age bar.
Yeah.
I mean, when Rats is like Guju Thali on a Sunday, hell yeah, at her house. You know, I have been called a Katrina, a Chikni. All of this nonsense has happened. I used to feel like my clothes are being taken off.
हेलो जी, संजना सांगी को ले आए हैं हम लोग मेल फेमिनिस्ट पे. कैसी हो आप?
बहुत अच्छी. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on having the release that it is and then another release that's going to come in this year.
ये जो 2 फिल्में साथ ही 2 महीनों में आती हैं, that thrill is something else. And also Dhak Dhak and Karak Singh are very different. I'm excited for the audiences who kind of loved me in Kizzy Basu's role to see me.
धक धक में तो मतलब आप लोग बाइकें लेके निकली हुई हो यार.
इस फिल्म का वो इतना इंटेग्रल पार्ट था और एक फिल्टर था कि इफ यू कैन लर्न हाउ टू राइड ओनली देन यू कैन बी इन द फिल्म. सो दैट वाज स्टैंडर्ड फॉर ऑल 4 ऑफ अस इन द मूवी. और वो ही तो फिल्मों का पागल चीज है दैट आई मीन अ 15-year-old संजना सिटिंग इन दिल्ली इन स्कूल, इफ यू टोल्ड हर दैट यू आर गोना लर्न हाउ टू राइड एन एनफील्ड, गो एंड राइड इट ऑन द हाईएस्ट मोटरेबल रोड इन द वर्ल्ड व्हाइल शूटिंग अ फिल्म.
बट ये बताओ कि ग्रोइंग अप क्या याद है आपको घर में? क्योंकि आपकी दादी एक ट्रूएस्ट फेमिनिस्ट है मेरे हिसाब से. उन्होंने पहले ही झंडे गाड़ दिए थे.
मैं हूँ दिल्ली से. दादा दादी बोथ वर डॉक्टर्स. उनकी लव मैरिज थी. दादी पंजाबी थी, दादा इज मारवाड़ी. उस टाइम पर लव मैरिज हुई विच वॉज इन इटसेल्फ ब्यूटिफुल. दादी वॉज एन इनक्रेडिबली गिफ्टेड doctor. She topped Patiala University in her time. We had a Sanghi nursing home in Green Park where I grew up. And Kabir Khan, Minnie Mathur are all Green Park people. And Minnie literally has stitches on her forehead and on her wrist from my dadi. So it was a multi-purpose thing. So now moving from Delhi to Bombay for me is not a big deal.
बट कहीं ना कहीं परिवार में भी ना आपको ना हंसने के लिए या बैठने के लिए या एक तरीके से चलने के लिए कुछ बोला गया होगा कभी?
मुझे बहुत ये मिलता था that बहुत लड़ाकी है. बिकॉज सिंस आई एम अ लिटिल गर्ल आई हैव दिस टेंडेंसी टू स्पीक माई हार्ट आउट. मेरे पेरेंट्स और भाई वो बहुत ही इन सिंक सपोर्टिव लिबरल है.
क्या थी ऐसी क्वालिटी जो उनमें देखी आपने?
आई थिंक पहला और मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट यही था दैट जेंडर आपकी प्राइमरी आइडेंटिटी है ही नहीं. तो जब आप डाइनिंग टेबल पर व्हेन योर ब्रदर एंड यू आर गिविंग अ लो डाउन ऑफ योर डे और यू आर सेइंग दैट डैड रॉकस्टार करके एक फिल्म है और इम्तियाज़ अली स्कूल आए थे और उन्होंने ऑडिशन ले लिया मेरा, मैं जा सकती हूँ? ऑफ कोर्स जा सकते हो.
सवाल
मतलब व्हाट? इम्तियाज़ अली took your audition, you have been selected as Mandy and you are feeling scared and asking me if you can go? Of course go. And if bhai is like that, national team, tennis team में selection हो गया, can I go? Of course go. So it's that literal equality on the dining table where gender was not defining my brother or me.
तो भाई को कभी सिखाया कि भाई ये पीरियड्स होते हैं और ऐसा होता है एज अ गर्ल?
He was aware क्योंकि 2-3 दिन जब मॉम अनकंफर्टेबल होती थी एक महीने में, she never used to make weird excuses like बुखार है या this or that. She used to be like, I'm on my period, I'm in pain, my back hurts, my leg hurt. All that.
हम कंसेंट पे चर्चा करते हैं मेल फेमिनिस्ट पे. बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि बहुत ग्रे है. तो किस तरीके से महिलाएं ना बोलें कड़क वाला?
Every girl, if you're feeling like someone is trying to hit on you in a way that's not making you comfortable, but they're your close friend and you're scared that will they feel bad as a friend?
Or will you lose the friendship?
Will you lose the friendship? I'm saying you might lose the friendship, but don't just take it because you're scared of losing the friendship.
तो वो फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी वाली कब आई बात समझ?
बहुत टाइम लगता है क्योंकि socially many times where there was moneyed people, moneyed experiences, but in our home we were so wholesome without the bank balance being as wholesome कि समझा के कम के साथ हो सकता है. And that's where when I remember when the first check of my life came for Rockstar, Papa and Mama took it. They clearly asked me, they were like, Sanj, like, do you want it as pocket money or you want a special gift out of it? I was like, FD में डालते हैं.
रत्ना पाठक शाह जैसी स्ट्रॉन्ग फेमिनिस्टिक आइकन आपके साथ काम कर रही हैं, दिया मिर्जा, तो क्या उनसे आप सीखती हो सेट पे?
Ratna is rats. I'm the only person whom given the permission to call her
Oh,
rats.
wow.
I feel like their Rats and Diya both are, of course, they're just such incredibly evolved women in every respect that we both are lucky. We both are functioning in the Hindi film industry at a time when I think, simply put, films like Dhak Dhak can even get made.
Yeah.
Because when before was a 65-year-old woman on the poster of a mainstream motion picture, when before was a woman producing that story, and when before were 4 women of different age groups headlining that story. I always say that it is them, it is women like them, whether it's Taapsee, Vidya Balan, Deepika, Anushka, they fought the tough fights. And I think in any industry, whether film, you name it, banking, development, any sector, if women who have had to fight those battles break the wall and open the door open, I think there's an entire generation of us waiting to run past that door. And that's the thing that I've learned, that female friendships don't have an age bar.
Yeah.
I mean, when Rats is like Guju Thali on a Sunday, hell yeah, at her house. You know?
बट प्लेजर एंड जस्ट सेक्स अवेयरनेस कहाँ से आती है?
It developed a little later in my life. I remember a lot of my female friends also being able to very openly have those conversations, and I used to be that slight one feeling awkward. That's where a communication between partners also becomes really important, right? Like what we were saying about consent, porn and just brash sexual representation on screen. I don't think they're easy to have necessarily. It depends on the
Camaraderie that you
on the camaraderie that you share, how open you are as a person first.
Yeah.
So they're not easy conversations. It's like a full cocktail khichdi of emotions, na?
How can men be better allies?
I think they can be better allies by understanding that unfortunately we live in a society where women are inherently a little पीछे. So वो थोड़ा हाथ लेके pull forward करना पड़ेगा. So even as a colleague or as a partner, step in, chip in. So just empathy.
Or just ask, talk. मर्दों को औरतों को क्या बोलना बंद कर देना चाहिए?
कॉलेज में इंटर्नशिप करी थी, तो मैं मेट्रो स्टेशन तक ऑफिस पहुंचने के लिए आई यूज्ड टू हैव टू क्रॉस द मेन एमजी रोड. आई हैव बीन कॉल्ड ए कटरीना कटरीना कटरीना, ए चिकनी चिकनी चिकनी. ऑल ऑफ दिस नॉनसेंस हैज हैपेंड. आई यूज्ड टू फील लाइक my clothes are being taken off without being taken off, and that used to happen. And ये जो concerts वगैरह होते हैं, they're just a free pass for oops, touched you here, oops, touched you there, oops, you know, in a crowded situation. तुम जो कर रहे हो वो उसके लिए जो yeah, it's अपराध है literally. तो you should be publicly embarrassed. मेरे mom dad सुकून की नींद सोते हैं जब मैं शूट से 3 बजे भी वापस आती हूँ बॉम्बे में, पर 1 भी बज जाता था and I wouldn't be back home in Delhi. I would come back and they would be in a sweat. And stylists keep saying this to me that you don't, I mean, you have toned legs or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but like I don't know anything beyond trousers, and that's just conditioning.
पंकज भाई मेरे को बताए कि वो कभी-कभी सिर्फ बैठ के पेड़ देखते हैं. क्या सीखी उनसे?
कितना कुछ यार. I feel like Pankaj Tripathi is a ace artist just by spending those 2 months with him in prep and then shooting with him. The range of conversations that we used to have, we've spoken about everything under the sun, right? Whether it's acting related, industry related, family related, or plants related.
The kind of 3 highlights that you remember from Sushant, because we need to talk about the good also that we took away from that.
By far the brightest mind I've ever interacted with. The most collaborative artist I've yet worked with. And third would just be the entertainer that he was.
Similarly, मुकेश छाबड़ा भी उतने ही essential आदमी है आपकी जिंदगी के लिए.
He, after Mandy happened, had told my mother that इसको पढ़ाई बहुत पसंद है, ये इसको acting मत छोड़ने देना, and one day when I make a film I will take her, and I thought it's a joke, but 11 years later I got a call.
Green flags that you should watch out for?
I think one is consistency. If the time that you meet someone, when you're still with them 6 months later, are they the same or has a lot changed? If it has, then toodles kar do. Another green flag would be someone who cares about the people in their life, because they shouldn't either just care about you or themselves. It's very important that they care about their support system also.
Red flags that you should watch out for?
Emotional unavailability. You know, if you're not able to, it can't just be I had a great day, I have a great weekend, oh that was so fun. This can't be life. You have to get real sometimes. That ego, I think both the male and female ego can be demons.
Yeah.
So tame the ego.
वो कैमरा है to the 16-year-old Sanjana, what message do you have?
I think I would tell her that while everyone is telling you might become the jack of all and master of none, keep doing this, that, because it's what keeps you alive. Try and stress out a little less. You still stress too much, but you really give yourself a lot of pain. Take out a little time to live easy a little more. You know, you don't live with your family.
कैसा लगा आपको?
बड़े मजे आए.
मजा आया ना?
As much as I thought or more.
But are you a hugger, Sanjana?
Absolutely, I am.
This is me, Siddharth Alamman, signing off. But आप लोग याद रखें, do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to How to Fly. Also बताना हमें आपको कैसा लगा. And हाँ, बॉम्बे जर्नी पे इनको लाना है तो 1000 कमेंट्स. Thank you.
Hi, I am Sanjana Sanghi and you're watching me on How to Fly.